We've got our fleet of 11 identical 70-footers here in Subic Bay in the Philippines as part of the round-the-world voyage. But we had been hoping to go to China, but clearly the virus has prevented that, so we've ended up here in the Philippines. But unfortunately, the virus has continued to extend itself, and we're now faced with the fact that most nations are shutting their borders. We've got 250-odd people here. We were going to head towards Seattle, but that's clearly got the virus. Canada's now closing its borders. So there was really nowhere we could take the boats. So what we decided to do is postpone the race for about 10 and a half months, and then we'll come back here and pick the race up and carry on, complete the circumnavigation. The reason why it has to be 10 to 12 months is due to weather patterns of the world. You don't want to go into the Caribbean during the hurricane season. So there immediately is something you've got to avoid. Therefore, we have to go through the Panama Canal before the end of June. So we have to have a schedule that takes that into account. The other factor, of course, is Chinese New Year. We don't like to clash with that because that's when they go on holiday. We suspect in 10 months or so, this virus will have disappeared and things will have got back to normal. Well, obviously, our prime consideration was the crews. And the fact they were worried was understandable in the circumstances. So we wanted to get the news to them that we made this decision to postpone the race. I think the attitude has been one of actual sympathy for us, having to make such a decision, and full understanding of why we made that decision. So, in fact, I think the crews have behaved splendidly. Well, we're sort of just over halfway around the world now with this race. It's gone extraordinarily well. We've had some great, exciting racing. Crews seem to have been enjoying themselves. Great watching them turn into proper seamen, learn the skills, and put into practice everything we taught them in training back in Gosport. So it's been good to see, good to watch. And I think the competitiveness between the boats has been great to watch. They've really come up to trumps on that one. Well, we were looking at our options for some time now, what we can do. Every day our options have been reduced because new rules are being made by countries. And so eventually we got to the point where actually there was only one option, and that was postponement. We didn't have any other choices. But we've been looking at this for some time, and this was always there as an option, although we'd had hoped this wouldn't be necessary, but I'm afraid events have forced it on us. Well, quite a lot of crews said they're looking forward to seeing us in 10 months' time. They'll be back. So my message to them is don't forget your skills, remember how to do a bowline, and keep fit. And we'll have the race ready for you in 10 and a half months.